Good morning. My name is Faith, and I am making a new channel, which I have entitled Catholic Unschooling Coach, because I still feel I have something to offer to Catholic homeschoolers. I homeschooled for 21 years. I'm not doing it any longer, but actually I sort of am, because I live with, we have a boarder who has a son, and with COVID and everything, it looks like I'm going to be homeschooling him. So he's just 4. But anyway, I'll give you a little bit of a background about myself. I homeschooled for 21 years. I have 5 children. I'm Catholic. My oldest is now 30, and she is a public school teacher. She teaches both social studies and English. She's married, and she has a little, just about to turn 1-year-old son. It's my first grandchild. And then my oldest son is he graduated with a degree in composition and conducting, and he is a music teacher, composer, and arranger. My middle son is a supervisor at a sailing marina. And then I have 2 children who are still in college. One is majoring in music education at the local state university, and my youngest is away, or will be going away again, studying psychology. She's 19. She just turned 19. So I managed to homeschool them all the way through high school, and so I feel like that's an accomplishment, and maybe have some wisdom to share. Now, I have another YouTube channel called Faith in Books, which is a booktube channel where I just talk about the books that I like to read. But and in that channel, I did a series of things called Unexpectedly Homeschooling, because when the shutdown or lockdown happened and the schools closed, I thought, well, some people might be interested in homeschooling, so I did that, but it didn't really mesh with the channel. I'm petting my cat here. Didn't really mesh with the channel, and so I stopped it. And I'd been toying with the idea off and on of starting a second channel, which I didn't really know how to do, but I'm trying today. So anyway, I'm just introducing myself, and I thought I would just give my definition of unschooling, which is an original with me. Just a little history. Unschooling is a term that was coined by John Holt back in the 70s, and he really meant just the opposite of going to school, right? And so it didn't have the radical connotation that it maybe acquired later with people like Sandra Dodd. But my favorite definition is from Pat Ferranga, who was a sort of a disciple of John Holt, and and I'm gonna paraphrase it. I don't have it exactly memorized, but he said something like, when pressed to give a definition of unschooling, he said he would define it as parents giving their children freedom to learn either in the world or from the world, as much as they can comfortably bear. So you're giving your children freedom to learn in the world or from the world as much as you can comfortably bear. And I always appreciated that he included parents in that equation, because a lot of times unschooling doesn't seem to do that. It's all about exploding our assumptions about education and how children learn. And often it's the parents just have to sort of beat back any sort of worry they have, or desire to influence or excuse me, or direct. So anyway, so that's my introduction. And my cat's hungry here. He didn't show up earlier to get fed, so he's bothering me now. But anyway, I tended to be unschooly. I'm not strict about it. I think that there's a whole spectrum of ways you can learn, and one of them, on one end, there's formal classes with a syllabus and exams. And on the other end, there's just absorbing things as you go about the world. And so, and then there's everything in between. And I think they're all valid ways of learning, and they're more appropriate in some stages of your life than other stages of your life. Anyway, I found it to be a deeply joyful and yet very, very hard thing to do, to homeschool my kids. I'm very glad I did it. Life was much richer, I think, because of it. So I just thought that I might be in a position to share some wisdom, especially in this uncertain time when maybe a lot of people who wouldn't ordinarily look at homeschooling are. And so I thought that this channel would be my little contribution. So this is just my intro. Talk to you later. Bye.